So welcome. I'd like to teach you some memory games, how to memorize position without using pieces on the board and without looking at the board. So today we're going to learn how to do that, okay? So it will be like the piece will be imagining that the piece is there, and we're not going to place the piece on the board. We just have to memorize it with our heads. Okay, so don't change how the rook moves, okay? And visual and memory, okay? For example, if you have the rook on A1, né? So tell me how many squares, or how does the rook move? How does the rook move? Yeah, just show me how does the rook move, right? No, always point where the rook is. Don't point yourself because there's no rook there. Yeah. How many squares? Count. Just how many squares? How many squares? This is one square. How many squares? Yeah, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ivan kulmen ne? Okay, how many squares?
14 squares.
No, talk louder. No, okay, yeah.
14
Squares. Okay, count for me. 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, in those 14 squares, can you name them? Name them. It's
H1.
okay.
G1.
Yeah.
F1.
Yeah.
E1. D1. C1. E1. 2. 2A. 2G.
No.
2A. 3B. 3A. 4A. 5A. 6A. 7A. 8A.
So, Monilege. So, I'm an alphabet. A and A connect. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I'm a number. Go horizontally. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Pindilin Futi, it's, yeah.
H1,
Yeah.
G1, F1, E1,
Yeah.
D1, C1, B1, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, 8A.
Okay, now imagine the rook is on H8, okay? So, how many squares? I'm not going to put the rook there, but how many squares are there?
14.
It's 14. Count them for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so name them.
H7,
Yeah.
H6, H5, H4, H3, H2, H1, 8G,
Yeah.
8F, 8E, 8D, 8C, 8B, 8A.
Okay, now it's becoming more complex, né? So now the board. I'm going to turn the board around, okay? Okay, the rook is on H8. H8, remember it was on the corner. H8. So how many squares?
14.
14. So name them. Yeah.
H7, H1,
Okay, H. It is on H. The rook is on H8. Yeah.
H7,
Yeah.
H6, H5, H4, H3, H2, H1,
Yes.
8G, 8F, 8E, 8D, 8C, 8B, 8A.
Okay. So it's H8, H7, H6, H5, H4, H3, H2, H1, G8, F8, E8, D8, Z8, B8, A1, A8. Okay, now the rook is on A1. Okay, it's on A1. So you have to name them without looking. Ne? The rook is on A1. All right? Yeah.
14 squares.
Yeah, 14 squares, yeah.
1 B,
Okay.
1 C,
Yeah.
1 D, 1 E, 1 F, 1 G,
And 1 H. Yeah, that's 7.
1 A, yeah, 2 A,
Yeah.
3 A, 4 A, 5 A, 6 A, 7 A, 8 A.
8, nice. Okay. Okay, so now we know that our rook moves vertically, horizontally. All right then. So, how long will it take for the rook to reach H8?
2,
2 moves. So show me. It's
1,
and
2.
2. Okay, so name the squares where it can land in 2 moves. Which squares and which square?
H1,
Okay, it's H. Put it on H1 and
H8,
put it on H8. So this is the final square. It needs to go to H8. Okay. If it's on A8, it needs to go to H1. How does it go?
1 A,
1, move it, 1A, and
H,
move it, H8. A, Anguza,
H1,
H,
H1,
H1. Okay. So now we are imagining, ne? The rook is on A1. A1, so it needs to go to H8 without seeing the board, okay? So it moves to,
move to 1 H1,
no, it's on A1. It means to, it moves to, do you remember it has to go two squares? It moves to, it must go to H8.
H1,
Yeah, it moves to H1,
and to H8.
H8. Okay. Imagine now the rook is on A8. Let us go to A1. Okay, how many times? H8. Needs to go to
H1,
H1, yeah?
must A1,
Then from H1 to
A1,
A1. Yeah, there's two squares. It's like H8, H1 to A1. And from A1 to H8 to H8. So without using this way, which other way can you get to H8? And that way. So it's A
A1,
to
A8,
8 and
H8.
to H8. Okay, fine. So now the knight. The knight. We need to get our knight to move from A1 to H8. So we'll use pawns as movement. Okay, place the pawns. Where can it move? Name the square when you move.
C2,
Okay.
E3,
Okay.
G4,
Yeah. Okay. Okay, to h6. And
7F.
yeah, h8. So how many times can it move?
6.
6 times. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ne? Okay, so I'm gonna get that out. So we have to imagine the knight on a1, and we have to move to h8.
8.
Yes. Imagine the knight is on a1. So name the square after you say
2C.
2c. Yeah.
3E.
3e.
G4.
G4. Yeah.
F6.
G4 to F6. Yeah.
7.
Remember on F6, ne?
G7. 7H.
7H. It didn't go to H8, ne? So okay, start over again. It's on A8. Yeah. Yeah, start over because you end up, yeah. 2C.
3E.
3E.
4G.
G4, yeah.
F6.
No, angithi yenzile F6 ubonile zange sifikise. We've done F6 before and it didn't go to H8. So from G4, where do we go? From G4,
5E. E5.
E5. Okay.
F7.
No, you can't. Okay, F7.
And then H.
Then H8. Okay, so that's 6 times, ne? All right. So now we're gonna try and get you to try with half board. You need to go to H8. Okay.
2C.
E2C. Okay. Yeah. No, leave your isandla ngasibeki. 2C. Yeah.
E3.
E3. Yeah.
4F.
F4. Okay. Yeah. E3. Angithi ngithe E3 izoya kanjani ku 4F? Ngiyabuza izoya kanjani if? So remember, you can't go to 4F. So how does the knight move? L shape, ne?
G5.
Okay, let's see E4. Let's say it's on E3, ne?
Yes.
E3, G5. Does it go to G5? Let's see G. Where's G? No, it can't go to G5. Yeah. Yeah.
4G.
Okay, G4. Yeah. So it's on G4. It's on G4.
F6.
G4. Does it go to F6? Yeah. Why turn the F6? Because you know F6 doesn't go to. Yeah, okay, it's on G4. G4? It's on G4. The knight is on G4. Yeah. Sago.
E5.
E5, G4, E5. Yeah, it goes to E5. E4.
7. E7. F7.
F7, yeah.
H8.
And then H8. Okay. Okay, so what I want you to do for me is place the pawns where the knight can take the pawns. Place where the knight can move to, okay? Place the pawns where the knight can move to. Yeah. Place the pawns. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. And okay, now the knight is on D4, ne? So now the knight is moving to E4 and the knight is on E4. Place the pawn. The knight is on E4. Okay. Place the pawns. Yeah. Okay. It's on E4. The knight is on E4. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay. Again, the knight is on D7. The knight is on D7. Place the pawns. The knight on D7. Yeah. Okay. And last one. Nice. Because the knight is on D7. Moves to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the center, how many squares? How many? Yeah, 8 squares. Here, next to the edge,
6
squares. Okay. What if the knight is on A1? How many squares? A1. Place the piece on A1. The knight is on A1. How many squares? Yeah, we can put the pawn. Yeah. Okay. So there's only how many squares can the knight go? It's on A1 and it moves to 2 squares. In the center, how many squares?
8 squares.
Next to the edge,
6 squares.
and then right at the corner,
2 squares.
square. So our knight needs to be in the
7.
center, so it can control how many? 8 squares. Okay. And now we're moving on to, remember, knight 6 squares to the side, and the bishop, how many times can it go to the corner? How many times can the bishop goes to the corner?
1.
1. Nice. Fine. So we're moving on with checkmate. All right. Okay. Remember, king and king cannot,
Close.
yeah, they can't close together. So they need to have a between. So how many times does the king move? Let's place the pawns around the king. You can take the black ones or I don't know.
Like
Yeah, every square which the king moves. Yeah. And how many times?
8 times.
8 times. So in the corner, how many times? Put the piece.
5 times.
5 times. In the corner, 3 times. So in order for us to get the king to be mated, it needs to be in the corner so that it can be easily checkmate, because you cannot checkmate the king. It can move 8 times. So in a corner it can only move 3 times. So alright. So our king is on E1. Place the pawns around the king on E1. E1. The pawn, that's okay. Okay, nice. And the king is on D4. Place the pawns around the king. It's on D4. Hero player. All right, so 8 times now. It's easy with the king. All right, moving on. So let's say the bishop. Yeah? The bishop moves in there, diagonal. If it's black, it moves where it's black. So how many squares can the bishop move to? Count the squares with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
In the center. In the corner, how many squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Next to the corner, how many squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the bishop is powerful when it's in the center. How many squares again? Count again, how many squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13. Okay. Now, the bishop is on H6. So you can place the pawns around the bishop. It's on H6. H6. And it's cutting ball. Place them as how you're counting. Yeah. Yeah, how counting. Yeah. No, the bishop is on H6. The bishop is on H6. It moves to how many squares? How many squares? It's on H6. Where is the bishop? Point, where is the bishop? Yeah, so it moves how many squares? The bishop is on H6. Count how many squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So Lena will be getting now. Okay, nice. 7 on H6. All right. So one last one. So Yanzange bishop, it's on. The bishop is on E1. On E1. Place the pawns. The bishop is on E1. Yeah. Nice. So how many squares?
7.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we know that one. We're moving into our queen. Queen. So how many squares can the queen move to? Yeah, count every step. No, not place some pawns. Count. First count before placing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Then
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
7. How many squares? 27. Nice. Konini, count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yenza kahle qala phansi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Okay. So now move the queen to F8. How many times can it move to F8? Yeah. You need to move the queen to F8.
2 times.
Yeah, 2 times. Show me how you move it. Yeah.
2,
Okay. Which other way? And another way. There's another way. One, 2. Okay, another way. There's also another way. There's 3 ways. Yeah. Okay. There's another way as well. Yeah. Okay. Last one. Last one.
1, 2.
Another one. Hey, you're finding these things. Another one. One, 2. Okay. So queen is simple, all right. So now the queen is on H1. Move it to B6. It's on H1. Move it to B6. No, don't point H1. When you move, name the square where to move to, and yeah. The queen moves from H1 to, yeah, and needs to move to B6.
2G.
Huh?
2G.
It moves to 2,
G.
2G, yeah, and
3F.
2G. It means to B6, needs to move to B6. This is B, this is 6. Okay? Yeah. Ish. The queen is on?
B6.
No, it's moving to B6.
It's on H1.
H1, yes, the queen is on H1. Move it to B6. So how would you move it? How would you move it?
Show the numbers.
Yeah, just tell me to take the queen from H1 and you move it to
Take the queen to H6. Yeah.
to H6, yeah.
Then to B6.
Okay, now there's another way. Show me another way. The queen is still on H1.
B1
Okay, B1,
to B6.
B6, nice. There's another one, H1,
C6.
C6,
And then
C6, C6, H, yeah, C6 to B1. Nice. Another way.
A1
A1 is
to B6
to B6. A1
to B6.
can go to B6. A1. At least B1 to B6. Okay. Nice. So thank you for coming. All right.